Prime Minister, who is the leader of government business, Mr. Right Honorable Speaker. It is as if the President, after giving the State of the Nation address, through his Prime Minister, is bringing it here as a business of government to thank himself, Right Honorable Speaker. And to me, Right Honorable Speaker, I recall one time when the President of Uganda was addressing people and said, I hate people who thank me for performing my duty, because that is my role. To address the nation in a State of the Nation address is an obligation given by the Constitution. How would it appear that now this is a motion of government coming from the leader of government business, Right Honorable Speaker? I beg to move, and I want you, Mr. Speaker, to understand my concern. This was a motion for backbenchers, Right Honorable Speaker, not government business. I beg to move.
Thank you. Now, Honorable colleagues, unfortunately in the rules, we don't have anywhere it is gazetted as a motion for either backbencher or front bench. Now, this is a motion, okay? This is a that's, of course, that's a general thought of the Speaker, okay? Yeah, so, but now, the person moving a motion is a woman MP of Kakumiro, okay? And the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister. Number two, this motion usually comes from the government side. Now, on my side, it's not my duty to appoint who is going to be moving a motion. The moment the government side writes, this is the one moving the motion, whether it's a backbench among theirs, I do that. Then after this motion being moved, honorable colleagues, I'm going to call the leader of opposition under Rule 55 to also make his response. After making the response, then colleagues, because the two are debated together, I will give you starting next Tuesday, because I need to give you time to read, to go and prepare. Starting next Tuesday. This is the motion where I would want each one of you want to speak. Okay? From our projection, it will take 2 to 4 weeks as debating the State of the Nation, so that you talk without being interrupted. So I wanted to give much more guidance after all this, but let me take the opportunity on this. And also, I'll be requesting those who want to speak to register with your whips. Why? When I get the list, I easily follow up. Okay? I easily follow up. Honorable colleagues, I can see also, I've already started receiving notes from some of you that you are annoyed I'm not picking you. We have just started. I'm going to buy you Panadol because you're going to be annoyed and you burst if you come with that kind of. You get it? Not a phone upon. I've just received a note from someone. We have just started. You tighten your belts, you will stand up 10 times and I won't pick you if it's not your turn. But also you can stand up and I immediately pick you, depending on the matters. And honorable colleagues, let me tell you this, I have to be as fair as possible. And one principle I use, I cannot give another member an opportunity to speak before others speak. Okay, so let's try to be, let's be accommodative. It's a tricky situation for me too. I wish I had more time, or I had 10 microphones and I can pick 10 of you at the same time. I would have done that. Right Honorable Prime Minister? Right Honorable Woman MP Kakumiro?
Right Honorable Speaker and Honorable Members, I move under Rule 58 of our Rules of Procedure to move a motion for a resolution of Parliament to express gratitude to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Museveni, for the clear and precise exposition of government policy contained in the State of the National Address to the Parliament of Uganda on 4th June 2026. Right Honourable Speaker and Honourable Members, whereas Article 1011 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, 1995, requires the President to deliver to Parliament an address on the state of the nation at the beginning of each session of Parliament, and whereas on 4th June 2026, His Excellency the President, in compliance with Article 1011 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, delivered the State of the Nation address to Parliament at Kororo ceremonial grounds, aware that in the State of the Nation address, His Excellency the President gave clear guidance on key anchors to the country's economic progress for this term of government, including no more sleep, zero tolerance to corruption, and no more politeness to non-performers. Right Honourable Speaker and members, noting that His Excellency the President emphasized that despite a few challenges, Uganda's economy has expanded 17-fold over the last 40 years of recovery, expansion, diversification, value addition, entering the knowledge economy, and transformation, as reflected in the GDP rise from $3.9 billion in 1986 to now $69.3 billion by the Forex exchange method, or to $197.1 billion by the PPP method, and the GDP per capita has risen to $1,278, while the threshold for the lower middle income status is $1,136. Further noting that His Excellency the President noted that the household poverty has declined from 56.4% in 1992 to now 16.1%, life expectancy from 43 years to now 68 years, and the infant mortality from 122 per 1,000 born alive to now 36 per 1,000 born alive. Aware that His Excellency the President stated that the peace, law and order maintained by the various law enforcement agencies provide supportive infrastructure necessary for the country's development, with economic growth currently projected at 6.4 and the GDP expected to grow by 10% in the 2027-2028 financial year, increasing the size of the economy to $80 billion, appreciating the President's reassurance to the nation that most of the essential factors for wealth creation and all the necessary requirements for building a prosperous Uganda are in place, including the good constructed road network, the revamping of the meter gauge railway, and the building of the standard gauge railway, as well as establishment of pipelines for crude petroleum products. Further appreciating that His Excellency the President informed the nation that the citizens to effectively participate in both the vertical and horizontal integration of the national economy, and to achieve massive production and job creation, the citizens must join the money economy and transit from the traditional pre-capitalist subsistence systems of working and utilizing the government-established 4-acre wealth generation model and access government funding through the Operation Wealth Creation, the Parish Development Model, and the NADS, among others. Now, therefore, be it resolved by this Parliament that Parliament expresses gratitude to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda for his and concise exposition of the State of the Nation's address delivered to Parliament of Uganda at Kororo Ceremonial Grounds, Kampala, on 4th June 2026. Number 2, that Parliament commits itself to the promotion of the great ideas, values, and qualities driven by no more sleep philosophy as advanced by His Excellency the President. Right Honorable Speaker, I beg to submit.
Thank you.
I beg to move.
Thank you. Is the motion seconded? Honorable Rocky, Honorable Kor, Honorable Algon. I see all representatives of UPDF. Honorable Kwaringa, Honorable Biko, Honorable Msasizi, Right Honorable Chionga. By, from what I see, by 95% of this house. I must mention Honorable Mary Kutesa and Honorable Makumbi Henry. You are seconded. Thank you. Now, this is a motion which is very clear. I don't know, Right Honorable, do you want to justify? You've given it so in the detail. Maybe what we can do, Right Honorable, your seconders to save time can come in. Then at the conclusion of the motion, okay? These critical issues, I will give you an opportunity. You justify, you go out, you leave us here. Then you leave us with the motion. So, if you can use 2 minutes, because I can see the justification is too long. We can have it on record, but you summarize, okay?
Yes. Right Honorable Speaker and members, this is my justification. Right Honorable Speaker and members, the motion to appreciate His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for his clear, firm, and inspiring exposition of government policy during the State of the Nation address delivered on 4th June 2026 at Kororo Ceremonial Grounds. Right Honorable Speaker, with the overwhelming renewed mandate, I repeat this, overwhelming renewed mandate from the people of Uganda who elected him in January 2026, the President reminded us of his declaration during the presidential inauguration that this Kisanja, no more sleep. He emphasized that laziness and corruption among leaders will not be tolerated. To me, this is very important. He also emphasized that economic transformation of Uganda has not been accidental or by chance, but a deliberate journey spanning over 6 decades. His Excellency noted that they started small with minimal resources to educate communities to abandon nomadism and engage in more productive farming. This has yielded distinctive economic growth and financial freedom that continues into the next generation. He demonstrated with live testimonies of transformed families in the cattle corridor. Right Honorable Speaker, let me give a synopsis of this transformation. For example, 1, milk production in Uganda is 5.4 billion liters, up from 200 million liters per annum in 1986. Coffee, from 2 million bags to 9.3 million bags of 60 kilograms. Currently, Right Honorable Speaker, Uganda is the leading producer and exporter of coffee in Africa. Cement production rose from 4,900 metric tons to 7 million metric tons today. Maize rose from 200,000 metric tons to 5 million metric tons now. Banana production from 6,660,000 metric tons to now 11 million metric tons. Cassava from 3.5 million to 4.5 million metric tons. Sugar from 152 million metric tons to 700 metric tons. Electricity generation from 60 megawatts to 2,098 metric tons. Right Honorable Speaker, government is aiming at 50,000 megawatts from hydro, solar, gas, wind, nuclear, and geothermal. Right Honorable Speaker, Uganda moved from merely importing condensed milk, butter, cheese, yogurt, powdered milk, to now also exporting these products. To me, this is very important for members to note. And this earns Uganda US dollars 285.4 million in export earnings and saves Uganda 1,560 million US dollars in imports. Right Honorable Speaker, this motion gives us an opportunity as leaders to reflect on how we too can educate and mobilize our people that we lead in our constituencies towards transformed livelihoods. It is a pivotal moment to appreciate the President's insights on the potential of Uganda's economy in the sectors of commercial, agriculture, manufacturing, services, and ICT. Right Honorable Speaker and members, His Excellency reminded us of the national resistance movement's initiatives to move people out of subsistence economy over the years. He urged us to mobilize Ugandans to abandon unproductive subsistence farming methods and land fragmentation and embrace the 4-acre model. He highlighted government programs such as the Parish Development Model, Emyoga, the growth opportunities for women enterprises with minimal interest rates that can help our people. His Excellency further echoed that fundamentals for economic development are in place and on track, citing peace and security, infrastructure development, to mention but a few. He called on us, Ugandans, to build on this base to become job creators and wealth creators. In addition, His Excellency highlighted the importance of the Pan-African agenda for strategic political stability and shared socio-economic growth. That Honorable Speaker, I beg to submit. Thank you so much.